What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 88 of the Monday Night War Save. I am Chad Talks, and joining me, as always, is the super sensational
Yeah?
Jmack.
Where are you going with this one, buddy?
Jmack Gaming.
What's up, guys?
And today, we are booking some WCW Nitro.
The hell were you going with that?
I don't know.
Let's run this show.
Alrighty, so in a decent pre-show match, Rey Mysterio and Conan defeated Christopher Daniels and Juventud in 651 when Rey Mysterio defeated Juventud with a springboard Hurricanrana. And Rey Mysterio was head and shoulders above everybody else. I got a 72, so attaboy, Rey.
Damn.
Alright, so last week, as we mentioned in our last video, Scott Steiner made fun of Tajiri's lack of push. So in this pre-show match, Jmack put them up against one another, and Scott Steiner defeated him in 7:19 with a Steiner screwdriver, and got a 69.
Damn.
And another pre-show match, because I wanted to get them both on the card, Eddie Guerrero defeated Diamond Dallas Page and with a frog splash. Got an 81.
Eddie's gimmick's getting stale.
Oh, no.
So,
Alrighty. So we start off We start off Nitro with not an angle, but with a match. And it had great wrestling and decent reaction from the crowd. Chris Jericho defeated Dean Malenko by submission with the Lion Tamer after blatantly cheating. So Jericho makes Dean Malenko tap. Dean, a rare showing of Dean Malenko. He takes a microphone and screams the top of his lungs.
oh yeah.
Jericho! I will not lose to you again! At the pay-per-view, I'm gonna kick your ass! You versus me, last man standing!
Oh.
So, Dean Malenko versus Chris Jericho, last man standing. Epic match for the pay-per-view. We go backstage. Bret Hart gets asked what he feels about Randy Savage. And Bret Hart says, Randy Savage, he's a good wrestler. I'll give it to him. But he's not the best. There is the best there was and the best there ever will be. That belongs to me. I am Bret the Hitman Hart. And when I was the WCW champion, that belt meant something. Now, it just sits along a man who calls people Mama Jamma. What? I'm going to bring that championship back to the prestigious levels it deserves, and I'm going to do it by tapping out Randy Savage in the middle of that ring with the sharpshooter. And when I don't let go and I break his spine, I will put him on the shelf forever and do the wrestling world a favor. And then walks away. We go to another match.
No, boy.
Oh,
boy.
Match. Mr. Cat Miller and Ice Train defeated Lodi and Sick Boy with the train wreck. Yeah, sounds about right. It was a train wreck.
Yeah, it was.
Beautiful.
Oh, Sick Boy.
Oh no, a bruised eye socket. Sick. Can you imagine him saying that? Sick Boy sustained a bruised eye socket.
Oh, boys.
Not Sick Boy. So Ric Flair comes down to the ring. He's got both the WCW tag team titles. He says, "The Nature Boy Ric Flair's got some sad news to tell all of you people in the Kentucky Rupp Arena." He says, Booker T broke his ankle last week, and unfortunately, Bischoff has told me that I must be stripped of the tag team titles. He says, but at the pay-per-view, I will have an opportunity to get them back with a tag team partner of my choice. So I don't know who I'm going to get as my partner, but don't worry, the Nature Boy Ric Flair will get somebody, and we'll hold those belts. And Booker, when you come back, man, I wish you nothing but the best. I'm sorry the Book of Flair didn't work out. Hopefully down the line we can team up again. I don't really know who I'm taking on for the tag team titles. Bischoff told me it'd be a surprise. But yeah, it's a sad day to be the Nature Boy Ric Flair, and he gives the referee the tag team titles and he walks away.
Damn.
Sad day to be Ric Flair. Anywho, and about that subpar wrestling in Little Heat, the Big Show defeated Billy Fives in 50 seconds with a choke slam. Good job, Big Show. And then after the match, he had a 15. And after the match, he continues to beat up Billy Fives. And a security guard named Milo Beasley runs in to break it up, and Big Show choke slams him as well.
Oh, man.
Big Show ain't having it today.
Milo. What security guard looks like that?
One that likes to rock.
Hey, don't worry. Billy Five's getting better at his gimmick.
Oh, good. Just enough for me to not bring him back ever. And a decent match. Ron Killings and Ahmed. Yes, the debuting Ron Killings, the newest member to Ahmed's Nation, defeat Chris Benoit and Raven when Ahmed had defeated Benoit with a spine buster. So Raven was head and shoulders above everybody else. Even Benoit. That's surprising. All right.
Wow.
Yeah. Next match. Or next angle. So,
Oh, Jesus.
Benoit and Raven, are, getting up from their beatdown, and Ice Train and Mr. Cat Miller and Rod Killings and Ahmed all run in and just start beating them down. No one knows where the flock is, but these four men just start beating them down. Nancy Benoit was actually in the audience for the show, so she runs into the ring to comfort her husband. Ahmed, spine buster. Gives Nancy Benoit a spine buster.
What? Why?
And Benoit, who's being held down by Ice Train and Cat Miller, just looks on in horror. And then Ahmed turns to Benoit, grabs Nancy Benoit by the hair, and gives her a kiss on the forehead. And then gives her another spine buster.
Jesus, fuck.
At that point, Benoit is just furious. Raven tries getting back up. Ron Killings hits him with that spinning corkscrew thing that R-Truth does and says, "What's up?" and he falls back down. Ahmed Johnson then tells them, let him go. So they let him go, and Benoit runs at him. But don't worry, Ahmed Johnson's a cheeky bastard and gives him a spine buster on top of Nancy Benoit.
Why the what the
And then he picks Raven up, gives him a spine buster, and Raven, Benoit, and Nancy just stand there in the ring as the nation stand tall.
The fuck is this angle?
And in a freestyle angle, Randy Savage gets in the ring and is backstage, and he says, "Bret Hart threatened to end the career of the Macho Man. Well, Bret, let me tell you something, brother. This ain't the WWF. All right, it's gonna take a lot more than some screw job to end my career, brother." And then he says, "Bret, at the pay-per-view, I'm gonna beat you, and I'm gonna show you just what bad mamma jamma I can be." And he holds the title in the air. "I'm the WCW World Champion, brother, and Macho Man Randy Savage, oh yeah, I'm going to drop that elbow just like I dropped it on Eric fucking Bischoff, and I'm going to end your career, oh yeah." Then Randy Savage walks away. And in about that decent wrestling, Scott Norton defeated Yuji Nagata in 10:03 with a powerbomb.
Oh, they have great
Scott
chemistry.
Norton and Yuji have pretty good chemistry, so good.
Big in Japan beats Big in Japan.
Big in Japan meets Big in Japan. So Buff Bagwell runs down to the ring, puts his hand on Scott Norton and says, "Once again, Buff Bagwell proves why he is the greatest." And Scott Norton picks him up, power bombs him. 1, 2, 3. Scott Norton is the hardcore champion. And perfect. Yep, Scott Norton, new hardcore champion. And then about to had a good wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd. Goldberg defeated Tommy Dreamer in 7:38 with a spear.
Good for Goldberg.
And then cuts a promo on the Ultimate Warrior and says he's going to add Ultimate Warrior's name to the list of people he's beaten. Warrior may be a legend. He may be an icon. But he will fall to the hands of Goldberg.
And move on to our main event.
In our main event, a 6-man tag match. Hulk Hogan, Kevin Nash, and Bret Hart defeated Randy Savage, Sting, and Scott Hall when Bret Hart defeated Randy Savage with a sharpshooter. Could this be a sign of things to come? Who knows? I certainly don't. But after the match, Kevin Nash grabs the microphone, and he says, Sylvester, I know you're backstage. Get your ass out here. I have something I want to get off my mind. So Sylvester Stallone comes down to the ramp. He grabs the microphone and he says, Kevin, I just want to say I'm sorry that I knocked you out last week. I was aiming for Hulk. He ducked like a coward and I knocked you out. And, it wasn't my intention. I can't say I feel bad about it. But, yeah, I didn't mean to. He says, bullshit, Sylvester Stallone. The Rocky movies suck.
Oh, no.
This is WCW, all right? This isn't a Hollywood movie, all right? You're going to knock me out. You're going to cost me a shot at the world title. You made me get eliminated at the hands of Scott Hall. So I'll tell you what, since you and Scott Hall are such good buddies, how about this? How about you and Scott team up against me and Hogan, and we will fight you at the pay-per-view. Hogan takes the microphone. Yeah, brother. I like the sound of that, Big Kev. So you know what? At the pay-per-view, it's going to be Rocky Balboa, Sylvester Stallone, taking on the wannabe Kevin Nash of Scott Hall, taking on the genuine article, my best friend, big sexy Kevin Nash, and of course, Horace Hogan.
Jesus.
And Kevin Nash looks at him like,
Fucking Christ.
Horace? And Hogan's like, he needs his shot at redemption, brother. And Sylvester Stallone, you're not good enough to get in the ring against me yet. So I need you to prove yourself. If you manage to beat Kevin Nash and Horace, then maybe you'll get your match, brother. Alrighty.
End it with a 88.
Show with an 88.
There you go.
My show is better than you.
Well, yeah.
So, that's it for the show. Well, let us know what you thought of this really weird Nitro.
Really
leave a like, leave a comment.
Spam in the comments, #SignBilly5s.
Alright, guys. We will see you later. And remember...
Fuck Cody Rhodes.